Hey guys, good morning. It is April 1st. It's April Fool's Day. I have no Fool's Day jokes for you other than Charlie sitting behind me. He's going to lead us through our practice today. But really, we're going to do a ton of core. We're going to begin class with core. We're going to end class with core. Sweet, right? And I'm going to use blocks. So if you don't have blocks in your house, part of it, we're not really going to put pressure on the block. We're just going to use it as a little tool. I actually was inspired by Patrick Beach because Anna was talking about him yesterday. So I was looking through some of his Instagram videos and I got a little core inspiration from him that we're going to do at the end. And that's what we'll need a block just to like kind of place between our elbow and our knee. So if you don't have a block, you could use, you don't want to use a book that's too heavy, but maybe like a box of food or like a shoe box that's maybe the same size as the block. If you can't find one, don't worry about it. If nothing in your house is going to feel like it's going to work as an alternative for a block, just leave it out. It's fine. Also, we are going to do one little thing with a block where we're going to put pressure on it. So again, if you don't have a block for that, a book would work. A couple books stacked up, maybe. I don't want them to slip though. So again, if you don't have it, it's fine. Make do without. The block is actually just going to assist something we're going to do to make it easier to get through. But if you don't have them, don't worry too much about it. So, a little mood lighting today, so you don't see me quite so clearly. That's for my benefit. I've got my space heater on. I don't know if you can see my lava lamp going. We got Charlie here to keep us company, and I have attached my playlist. So especially with the slow burn class, which this is, any background music, if you crave music in your practice, any background music is going to be just fine. My playlist doesn't like really go with the flow as much as it would with a vinyasa, but I did attach a playlist if you want to follow along with me as I listen to my music as I move through this practice. So let's go ahead. If you have your mat out, you're all dressed and ready, let's start in Shavasana today, just lying on our backs. I'm going to start at my playlist. If you are following along with it, go ahead and start that up and meet me on your back. There we go. So now, especially at the beginning of class, if lying on your back with your legs long on the floor creates any discomfort in that low back, it's pretty common. So if it does, go ahead and bend your knees, but in a relaxed fashion. Just kind of take your feet a little wider and let your knees, I'll take care of that later, let your knees just kind of drop in toward each other. So it's a more relaxed way of being. You don't have to hold anything up. But if it works for you, take the legs long. Just lie down. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Inhaling, calm. Exhaling any stress or tension. Already just as you find your way to your mat, to this rectangle, these four sides of your mat. Let that be your cue to just kind of relax, to switch gears, to let go of all the crazy going around us. We may not be able to get outside too much, but we can go inside. As you inhale and exhale, just know that right there, that's yoga. Finding control with your breathing in through the nose, eventually out through the nose. This is slow burn. Our breath is always our guide, so start with slowing down the breath, lengthening the inhales and exhales. Feeling the belly rise and fall with the breath. Soften the face and the shoulders. Let that left leg stay long and just pull your right knee in towards your chest. Give it a little hug. A little squeeze. And then just drop that knee over to the left across the body. Right arm opens up, turn and look over your right shoulder, and then allow the eyes to just close again. Bring yourself through center, let the right leg go long. We're just going to switch sides so that left knee comes in. Cross it over, open up, spinal twist. As you come back through center, all the way onto your back, reach your arms overhead, feel a full body stretch, and just kind of like a little side bend, that banana shape with your body. And then take it to the other side. Nice job, you guys. Come through center, bend the knees. If you have a block, we're going to take the block as we lift the hips and just come into a supported bridge pose. Just for a moment to pause. Right here. Pause where you are, guys. I just realized my playlist isn't going in order and I really need it to. So, stay in your supported bridge pose. And just breathe here. Remember those inhales and exhales, finding that control in your breath. Right there, that's enough, that's yoga. So as you keep that breath long and full and strong, we're going to find a connection with some movement in that breath, just like cats and cows, but this time we'll take it with bridge. So as you inhale, press into your heels, lift your hips toward the sky, and just release that block from underneath you. And as you exhale, slowly lower those hips down. Again, inhale, lift. Those arms can just rest beside you. And exhale, slowly lower. So if you get ahead of your breath, just notice and slow that movement down. Maybe you pause at the top to wait for that exhale to arrive, then start to lower. Just two more like this. In slow burn, I always encourage people to be last, right? We always are in such a hurry to be first in life. And here, the winner is last. Take it slow, 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 slow. Go ahead and pull those knees in towards your chest. Give them a squeeze. Lift your shoulders. Pull your nose toward your knees. Give yourself a hug, a little self-love. And we're going to rock and roll to boat pose. Here we go. Hopefully Jill's watching. I always think of her when we go into boat. She's probably on her boat in Florida right now, so she deserves a little boat in her practice today. Take an inhale. See if you can straighten your legs. And as you exhale, drop the feet, drop the hands, fingertips face the heels. And inhale, lift those hips toward the sky. Feel the front of the shoulders stretch. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, boat pose. You're only here for a breath, so try to straighten those legs. Exhale, plant the hands and feet. Inhale, lift the hips. It's just boat pose to that reverse tabletop. Take yourself through a few rounds here. Following the rhythm of your breath. When you get ahead of yourself, notice and slow it down. Take yourself through one more round. Meet me in boat pose. Last time. From boat pose, straighten the legs, point the toes, reach for the sky. Slow and controlled all the way onto your bellies. I mean your backs, your backs, your backs. All the way onto your back. Lift your legs up toward the sky. Whoo, candlestick pose. Plant your hands or even place them under your hips for a little support of that low back. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, start to lower that right leg down toward the floor. That right heel comes down. Inhale, lift the leg back up. And exhale, switch sides. I told you, I warned you, we're starting with core. Inhale, lift. Easy when it's challenging to get ahead of yourself. So check in with your breath. Dropping right and then left leg one last time. Exhale as you lower. Slow and controlled. Inhale as you lift. Eyes can be closed, guys. We're super grounded here. After that left leg last time, lift it up. Squeeze the legs together. And both legs drop this time, just for 3. Slow, 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 slow. Don't let that low back pop away from the floor. And then inhale, lift the legs back up high. Just as far as you can go till you feel that low back wanting to pop up. So it might not be so low, and that's okay. Maybe pause, wait for the inhale, lift back up. One last time, exhale, slowly lower. Just as slowly lift those legs up toward the sky, candlestick pose. Drop your feet, bridge pose. Press your soles of your feet, your heels deeply into the mat, and lift those hips toward the sky. Arms can just rest down at your sides, palms toward the floor. Lift the hips a little higher, and then reach that right leg up toward the sky. Breathe here. Let your breath influence how the body responds to what's going on. Can you lift the hips just a little higher? Feel your chest lift. And then lower that right leg, lift the left leg this time. Point your toe toward the sky, lift through the hips, lift the heart. Breathe deep. Smooth out that choppy breath, guys. Bring that left foot down to the floor. Lift the hips a little higher. Both feet lift this time. Just kidding. April Fools. That would be impossible. And go ahead and slowly lower those hips down to the mat. Bring those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Little rock and roll so you can get into that low back for a little self-massage, right? Roll up to seated, find boat. Come back to it. Pull the shoulders down and back. Lift the heart. Make sure you're on those sit bones. Exhale, half boat, slowly lower. Inhale, lift. For 5. 4. Can always modify. Last 3. You can put your hands behind your hips. Last one. Finish this one strong, guys. Lift it up, boat pose. See if you can straighten those legs. Cross the ankles. Plant the hands maybe on your blocks. Bring those knees in towards your chest. See if you can press up. Try a little float through. Whew, plank pose. Top of a push-up. So we use this breath, plank pose, to influence the flow of energy through the body. When you feel restriction, tension, use your breath. Breathe into those spaces. When you get flustered, when you get tired, when you want to quit, use your breath to guide you through those last few moments. Calm yourself as you calm your breath. Bring that right knee and just tap your right elbow. I promised you core, this is it. Exhale, left to left. Inhale, step back. In and out through your nose. Smooth out the breath. Last 3 rounds, right to left. We are in no hurry here. It's called slow burn for a reason. Last one, right, and then left. Drop your knees. Look past the front edge of your mat. Bend your elbows, lower down, chaturanga. Can you hold here? Can you breathe here? Squeeze those elbows into your sides. Plant the tops of your feet, press into your palms, lift your heart. Upward facing dog. Can those knees and thighs, even shins, lift away from the floor? So it's just the palms and the tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Look over your right shoulder. Come through center, look over the left. Back through center, lift the heart. Tuck the toes, raise the hips. Woo! Downward facing dog, first one, walk it out. You guys made it through that first round of core. You're doing awesome. Keep it up. Just breathe here. Down dog, reset. Press both heels toward the mat. See if they touch today. See where they get. No judgment. It doesn't matter. We just notice. Be mindful. And remind yourself when something becomes too much, take a break. Those inhales and exhales, that's yoga, guys. Finding that control in your breath. Using it to calm the body, calm the mind. Start to walk your feet to the front of the mat. Find a forward fold. Half lift when you get there. Lengthen. Take those feet about hip distance so you're more stable as you fall back in. Grab opposite elbows, little sway. If you're following my playlist, guys, I love this song. I love it. I love it. If you ever want a song to chant to join in, this is a great one. And if you look at the lyrics, just beautiful. Bring those fingertips to the floor. Fall in. Use gravity. Pull the belly in and up. Heel toe the feet back together. Toes touch. Heels slightly apart. Bend the knees. Sink the hips. Raise the arms. Find Utkatasana. Chair pose. Let's take 5 rounds of that breath here. Close the eyes, breathe in and out through the nose. Exhale, fold forward, reach for your toes. Inhale, half lift, flat back, look forward. Plant the hand, step that left foot to the back of the mat. We're going to come into crescent moon, so drop the back knee. On an inhale, let that allow you to rise up, reach up. Biceps back behind your ears, get that back bend with the body. Send energy back through your fingertips. Pull your heart open. Breathe. Dragonfly twist. Bring the hands down to the mat. Tuck your left toes, lift your back knee. Light on those left fingertips. Reach your right arm up toward the sky. Gaze up. Reach through those fingertips. Lift through the hips. Feel the strength in your legs. Curtsy bow. Right hand down. Left knee behind right. Maybe hands go right to that heart center. Find balance, stability here. Breathe deep. Standing splits. Thigh away from thigh. Straighten out the legs. Walk your hands in toward your standing ankle. Pyramid pose. Drop your back foot to the center of your mat. Heel down. Take an inhale. Lengthen through your back. Exhale, fold deeper in. Hamstring stretch. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step. Forward fold at the front of your mat. Lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back. Crescent moon, drop the knee. Inhale, rise up. Up and back, reach through those fingertips. We're going to start to move just a little quicker. Maybe find a slow flow with this, guys. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift the knee. Inhale, dragonfly twist on the left. Exhale, curtsy bow, right through center. You can always use those toes as a little kickstand if you need them. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, step to to the center of the mat. Find your legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips. After that left side, come back, chair pose. 5 breaths here, guys. Reset in chair. Utkatasana, weight in the heels. Squeeze the inner thighs. Next, exhale, fold forward. Reach for your toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left foot steps back, drop the knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale to your lunge. Lift the knee. Inhale, dragonfly. Exhale, curtsy. If you've got this, start to go on your own. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, find your feet. For a pyramid, take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold in. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hand, step the right foot back this time. Crescent moon. Dragonfly twist. Trust your breath, you guys. Let it guide you. Curtsy bow to standing splits. Find your feet. Pyramid pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in, hamstring stretch. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step. Inhale, half lift. And fold in deeper. Bend the knees. Sink the hips. Raise the arms. Chair pose. 5 breaths here. Settle in. Slow it down. We flow, but it's slow and controlled. It's not ujjayi. It's that nice, full yogi breath. From low belly to chest, and then all the way back out. 1 more breath. On the exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward. Half lift. Step the left foot back first. Crescent moon on the right. Find a little flow, guys. Dragonfly twist to curtsy bow. Standing splits to pyramid pose. Take that inhale here, and then exhale, fold deeper. Look forward, step forward. Half lift, get ready for that left side. Plant the hand, step back. Crescent moon to dragonfly. So every day we come to our mat, we're different. Curtsy bow. Maybe 1 breath, 1 movement. Even that slow breath, standing splits to pyramid, is just too quick today. If you're feeling sluggish, tired, overwhelmed, slow it down. Look forward, step forward. It's after that left side that we find our way back to chair pose to begin again. You can flow on your own. You can add a twist. You can keep with those 5 breaths or add more. If you need more, take more. Maybe you want a side bend. Notice what your body's craving. Listen to your intuition. Add what you need in there. Or just stick with what we got. Fold forward. Half lift. Crescent moon. Dragonfly to curtsy. Standing splits to pyramid pose. Maybe there's a pose that just feels good to sink into, to pause into, to breathe into, to stay for a few. We are in no rush, guys. When you're ready, that forward fold, take it on the left side. Say hello to this body that you find yourself in today. Curtsy bow. So many things are actually out of our control. What we can control is our breath. We can control our reactions to what's happening around us. We can't control what's happening though. Only the way we respond. We do have a choice. Maybe put a smile on your face, sink into your chairs, pause there, reset. When you're ready, take yourself through that right and left side one last time. I'm finding that pause and pyramid feels good, so I'm sticking with it. Taking a few breaths there. That's working for me. What's working for you guys? Meet me back in chair when you finish that last round. So definitely no rush to get there, right? That's a way to slow you down. Utkatasana. Peek down. Can you see your toes? If not, sink back a little deeper. Chest is lifted, shoulders down away from the ears. Smooth out the breath. And the next exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward, reach for your toes. If you're craving a back bend, take that first. And then fall in. Whew. A little sway. Let that go. Those legs should feel a little more warmed up. Maybe you're starting to sweat. Half lift. Plant the hands, step back. Top of a push-up. We've been here before. We're back. We're back. Hold. So my son, he was doing Wii Fit yesterday. And you know, like old school Wii Fit, and he's doing plank on it. He doesn't exercise very much. He's struggling. I'm like, strengthen your legs, lift your knees, press the floor away from you, right? It makes you stronger to fire up in those places instead of just, you know, holding on for dear life with those arms. So strengthen your legs, lift your belly, breathe deep. See if you can lift your right heel up. Stay in plank. Keep your hips low. If you feel those hips coming high, drop them in line with your shoulders. Look past the front of your mat. Go ahead and switch feet. Left foot lifts this time. Nothing lasts forever, guys. Just a few more breaths. Go ahead and drop that left foot. Strengthen your plank. Chaturanga. If you need it, take your knees. They're there. Bend the elbows lower. Hold, 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 hold. Woo, drop the feet. Drop the belly. Turn onto your cheek. Deep breath in. Press it out. Again. It's amazing what a few deep breaths can do for our mental health, for our physical well-being, everything. All right, reach those arms behind you. Stay on your belly. Chin can come to the floor. On your next inhale, lift up into that locust pose. Maybe squeeze your feet together, inner thighs together. Pull the heart open. Breathe here. Imagine you're holding like a giant beach ball behind you. Pull those shoulders back. Open up the heart, the collarbones. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lift a little higher through the thighs, through the chest, through the chin. And then go ahead and release. Whew. Let it go. Second round. Maybe this time you clasp the hands behind your low back. Pull those shoulders back. Heart open. Take an inhale. Lift it up. Breathe here. Lift the thighs, lift the heart. And go ahead and release. Turn onto your other cheek. Let go. One last round. Maybe this time you go for bow or just another locust. Find the hands again or just reach behind you, holding that imaginary beach ball. Anywhere you're taking it, squeeze those legs together. Lift it up. Breathe so deeply here you feel your body rock and roll. And let it go. Release. Woo. Turn onto that other cheek. Reset. All right, guys, go ahead and bring those forearms to the floor in front of you. Just taking a little Sphinx pose here, like the pyramids, right? Try not to put any pressure in that low back. Soften the glutes. Maybe take the feet a little wider if that feels better, or keep them close together. Just notice how it feels in your body. Slowly lower, bring those palms under your shoulders. And we're going to come back to that upward facing dog. So press into your palms. Lift the heart. Stay here. See if everything can lift. Put the palms and the tops of the feet. If it feels good, look over the shoulder, add a little twist. Tuck the toes, raise the hips. Ooh, downward facing dog. Find your way to a yogi squat at the front of your mat. So maybe step there or hop there. Feet wide. Try to get those heels onto the floor today. It's okay if they don't touch. Just know you're going in that direction. Palms together, nice and tall as you can through the spine. Feel those hips open up. Close your eyes. Come back to that rhythm of your breath. Full yogi breath in and out through the nose. Feel your belly expand and contract with the rhythm of your breath. So we're going to come to tree pose on the right. So from this yogi squat, we're just going to rise up to standing. Turn those right toes toward this front wall. Bring that left foot inside that right thigh or shin. You can keep this a nice low tree if you need to. Work on your balance here for a moment. Keep hands at heart when you feel stable. Arms to a T or reach those arms overhead, maybe even palms. Woo, press together overhead. See how the minute I turn my head to look at the camera, I get all wobbly and off balance because our gaze for balance is actually really important. So find a nice focal point out in front of you. I'm looking at a picture of Lake Tahoe right now, and that brings me joy. So maybe look at something that makes you happy. Put a smile on your face. Maybe reach those arms up. Maybe lift your gaze. See where that takes you with your balance. Lift the corners of your mouth. How does that change the way you feel? Come back to yogi squat, hands to heart center. Step that left foot wide and go low. Notice any changes as you come back to this squat. We're going to take tree on the other side. So when you're ready, slowly lift, rise up, adjust those toes forward. Bring the right foot inside the shin or the thigh. Just keep it away from the joint. Don't want to be pressing into that knee. When you feel stable, find some arms that are going to create a little more challenge with that balance. Find your gaze, use your breath, keep that belly tight. Your core should be woke up. We did a lot with it already. If you're clenching your jaw, if you're squeezing anywhere that's not serving you in this pose, soften there. Little micro bend in that standing knee. Try to point that right knee all the way out to the right side. Bring hands to heart. Back to yogi squat. Option to stay in your squat or play with crow. If you're taking crow and you're still a little weary of your crow, you can always use that block, if you have one, to bring your toes up onto. This way you're already lifted as much as you need to be to find that lift, that air, that crow, that flying crow. So you always want your hands spread really wide, fingers as wide as you can spread them. This is your base. Equal pressure from fingertips to the heels of your hand. Knees in toward the armpits. Always looking out in front of you, past the front of your mat. Do not look down at your toes, or you will fall in that direction. Look out in front of you, and then shift your weight there. That block's just going to help keep you lifted. If you don't need it, get rid of it. Take a few breaths here. If you're still in yogi squat, hang out there, you're good. If you have a strong crow, commit to chaturanga, to up dog, to child's pose. Let it go. If you wanted to hang out a little more, take that crow to headstand. Always opportunity to play. Play is good. Even when we're 80, if we're still here around at 90, hopefully we still find a way to play every day, every day. I feel like that crow to chaturanga, it's kind of like a back dive or a backflip on a trampoline. Like, don't do it unless you're committed, right? If you're not committed, you're gonna fall halfway through. Commit and go for it. See where it takes you. You're only this far from the ground. So if you fall, you'll be okay. All right, guys, when you're ready, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Just wanna see. Well, I have no idea when we started, so all right, we'll just go. We'll go with this. Downward facing dog. Lift that right leg high, bend the knee, open the hip. If you want to flip your dog, go for it. This is your opportunity for a big back bend. Lift that right leg high. Cross your right knee under to left elbow, and then lift it up. For 5, cross it under, exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross. Inhale, lift. Cross and lift. Last time, this time, as you cross it under, extend, fallen triangle. Stay here, or bend the right knee. Grab the outside of the right foot with the left hand. Stay here, or work to extend it overhead. I am not that flexible, so for me, this is it. That's okay. Back through center, right leg's high. Warrior two. Whoo, arms to a T. Just pause here, breathe here, settle in. Side angle pose, right forearm onto right thigh. Reach that left arm overhead or extend bicep over ear. Extended side angle pose, lift your gaze. Blocks are great for this posture. Brings that floor a little closer to you. Reverse warrior. Lift up. Keep that deep lunge you created. Windmill those arms up and overhead. Calm the breath here, guys. Prayer twist. Hands to heart. Yogi's choice, keep that back heel down or lift it up as you hook your left elbow outside your right knee. Use it as leverage. Deepen the twist. Bring those palms right at the center of your, or the thumbs right at the center of your chest. Look over your right shoulder. Maybe reach for that bind today. Or just go in that direction. If you're really wobbly, take that right foot out a little wider, spread your stance out. When something becomes too much, just back off. Take one more breath, see what happens. And one more breath. And one more breath. Woo, warrior two, unwind. Whew, feeling it in that right leg. Second round, side angle pose. This time maybe go a little deeper. If you had the forearm on thigh last time, see if that hand can come to the floor. Inside or outside that right foot. If you have a block or a book and you need it, use it. Maybe work toward the bind on this side. Curl the left arm behind you. Right arm under that lunging leg. Pull the shoulders open, look up. If you want to, find that bird of paradise. Take your time. If you can straighten your leg, awesome, do it, go for it. If you lose a bind, just come back to side angle. Maybe you never left, it's okay. 3 breaths. Plant the hands, step it back, vinyasa. Let's take child's pose. Whoo! Let go of that right side. All right, we don't have all day. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip, or flip it right over. Back through center. 5 rounds. Cross it under. Inhale, lift. Cross. Lift. That's already 3. On that last one, fallen triangle. Go for the bind, or just try to bring that left foot closer to the front edge of your mat. All right, 3-legged dog, left leg's high. Step forward. Woo, warrior 2. Strong back leg. Make sure this front knee is not being lazy. Don't let it turn in. Press it out toward that pinky toe. Side angle pose, first time. Maybe modify. You know you'll be here again to take it deeper. Reverse. Keep the lunge. Feel that side body stretch. Breathe into those spaces between your rib cage. Deepen the lunge another inch. Strengthen the leg behind you. Prayer twist. Find your stability. Strengthen the back leg. Deepen the breath. Pull the belly in. Maybe reach for the bind. See where it takes you. Back off when it's too much. Whew, unwind, warrior two. Second round, side angle pose. Go deeper. This time around, whatever that means for you. Maybe it means a bind. Maybe it means the hand comes to the floor. Maybe it means bird paradise. Find stability. When you fall out, find your way back. Last three. Plant the hands. Step back. Vinyasa. If you have the blocks, bring them to the side edges of your mat, right in the center. Don't go any higher than that medium height, maybe down to that low height. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm going to stick with medium height. We're going to use these blocks to bring the floor up higher so we can try to float through. So if you want to play with me. If you don't have blocks or books or any prop, try and do it just on the floor. A lot more challenging. So here we go. Downward facing dog, hands on the blocks if you got them. Kind of a shorter stance. Those feet aren't quite as far back, a little further forward. Think about a pinball machine, right? When you pull that lever and the spring comes back so you can shoot that metal ball out. I want you to be that metal ball. Okay? Here we go. Pull the lever back, sink your hips, look forward, get ready to shoot that ball. The knees are going to come to chest, and we're going to send those feet through and land on our butt. A little more stable with those blocks on their lowest level, but a little less help, right? Because they're not as high. So try again. Pull the lever back, look forward, spring forward, see where it takes you. One last try, play, play. Whoo, here we go. So, if you did it, the next trick is finding more control with it, using the core. Let's come back to that core. Whew. Thank you, Patrick Beach. If you have one, take a block. This is inspired by Anna and by Patrick Beach. So let's have fun with it. Take that block onto your knee at its highest level. If you don't have it, you're just going knee to elbow the whole time. So here we go. Left knee
or right knee, left elbow. Hold here, shoulders are lifted. Tuck the chin slightly. That right arm can just reach forward. Flex your feet, straighten that leg, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Block at its tallest point on that left knee, right elbow. Extend, breathe for 8. Lift the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put that block at its medium level this time. Switch sides for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Medium level, press it with your elbow, extend and breathe. 8, 7, 6, are you feeling it yet? Lift the shoulders higher. 3, 2, 1. We're almost there, guys. Lowest level this time. Switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Really press. 3, 2, 1. And switch. The deeper you press into that elbow, the more you're going to feel. 7, 6, 5. Are you with me? 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees through center. Lowest level of that block. Relax your neck for a moment if you need to. Elbows into the block. Both knees, both elbows press. Lift the shoulders. Breathe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! I'd like to take you through that 3 rounds. We'll just do 1 today, maybe next time, right? We got our core in the beginning. We got our core in the end. Let it go. Keep the knees bent, drop the knees together. And just come back to your breath. Let that go. Maybe just take a bridge. Just release those core muscles. Stretch them out. Stretch the quads, the hip flexors. Smooth out the breath again. Gently drop your hips. Take reclining pigeon pose for those of you who don't like regular pigeon. This is a nice little treat for you. Reclining pigeon. Maybe grab the back of the leg. Maybe press that knee away from you. Just get a nice stretch in the hips here. Go ahead and switch sides. Starting to wind down here. Keep the control in your breath though. Use that breath, breathe into those places of tension, of tightness, of stress. If you're following my playlist, another beautiful song right here. My teacher used to play this all the time during teacher training, so whenever I hear it, that's what I think of. Go ahead and release that side. Take happy baby pose for the outsides of the feet. Very fitting song for the times right now. Loka Somosta Sukino Bhavantu means may all beings be happy and free and liberated. Send that out to the world today. Bring the soles of the feet together overhead here and pull them towards your chest. Let your knees splay out. Go ahead and release, bring the knees together. We're just gonna drop them over to the right side. Take that spinal twist, maybe straighten the top leg, grab the outside of the foot. Just intensify that stretch a bit. Let your shoulders melt toward the floor. Bring that through center, take it to the other side. So yoga, guys, it's not about touching your toes. It's a lot about touching people's hearts. And I have to say that coming to my mat and offering this to you guys has been really beautiful for me. It's kept me going through this hard time, so thank you. Hopefully you can find a way to touch someone's heart today, tomorrow, the next day. Squeeze those knees, give yourself a hug. And the class is always a really good time for a back bend. So maybe work for that full wheel again. If it's just for any reason out of your practice today or any other day, just go for a simple bridge. Otherwise, plant those hands beside your ears. Make sure those elbows are pointing right up toward the sky, not out wide. Nice modification. It's kind of like that backflip, right? Commit or don't go. So decide you're going. Go in that direction. Come onto your head. Maybe adjust those hands a little further back. If you feel comfortable here, press up. When you need to, when you're ready, come all the way down. Let everything go. Your deepest point of relaxation, come to it all the way onto your back. Of course, if there's anything else you need, we didn't really get upside down today. If you want to, go for that. Eventually, find your way to Shavasana. Even though you're home, in your own space, with just yourself, don't skip Shavasana. We need this moment more than ever. Give yourself stillness and silence. Open yourself up to go inside, if only for a moment. Final surrender.
Deep in your breath, come back to your senses. Allow those eyes to blink open. Wiggle fingers and toes and wrists and ankles. Head from side to side. Hi, Charlie. When you're ready, bring your knees to your chest. Fall onto your side or just rock and roll to seated. Sit tall, bring your hands to heart center, close your eyes, bow your head. Take one last moment for gratitude. The light of me honors and bows to that same light that shines so bright in each of you. Keep sharing your comments and how you're feeling through the Brighten Tribe page. Can truly feel your energy as you send those things through. So hopefully you're enjoying these practices. Have an awesome day. Namaste. Bye guys. Good job.